And we are back with another match from our NXT hype train. This one is going to be the unsanctioned match between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. So this match essentially is, well, Johnny Gargano lost the match a while ago. And by losing that match, he lost his place on NXT. This match then is going to be a chance for Gargano to reinstate himself into NXT. So if Gargano defeats Ciampa, Gargano is back at NXT. If Ciampa wins, then Gargano is banned from NXT for good. My opinion on this one would be that Gargano is going to lose, I'm afraid. Gargano loses, heads up to the main roster, maybe has a really strong showing in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. But I wouldn't be surprised if both Gargano and Ciampa move up. I think that maybe Ciampa would stay here, maybe have a feud with somebody else. Maybe looking at potentially the North American Championship, or maybe looking towards the main event championship. Maybe something like Ciampa versus Aleister Black is not a bad shout, is it, for that NXT Championship moving forward. But yeah, I firmly believe that Tommaso Ciampa is going to win this one. I just don't see the point in allowing Gargano back into NXT, because all that's going to happen is they'll just end up continuing this feud, which is not a bad idea, don't get me wrong. They've been building this feud now for about 2 years with the tag team and those little bits and bobs, but finally the breakdown and the attack and then the injury and then coming back from the injury. It's just such a good, well-developed storyline from the NXT guys that this feud could go another two NXTs, but I just feel like time is right. Don't want to overdo it. A bit like the whole Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn situation, there is a chance that they can revisit in the future, but if they do it too much, it sort of takes away from the spectacle that will be this match and this feud. So because this is an unsanctioned match, as it is on paper, I have made it, of course, a no disqualification Falls Count Anywhere match. And this one is going to be pretty crazy, isn't it? Let's face it. I don't think WWE 2K18 is going to do this match any justification whatsoever. I think the actual match at NXT is going to be absolutely insane, and we can only live in excitement waiting for it. Now, I have put this one here. I just feel like, even though this match probably on paper is a bigger match than Andrade Cien Almas versus Aleister Black, for me, the main event championship match should always be in the main event. It should always be elevated up to the next level. Yeah, so I feel like I said, I think if Ciampa wins this one, Gargano moves up to the main roster. Potentially, I'm hoping SmackDown, but it could also be Raw, and he could also be part of 205 Live, which I'm hoping is not going to be the case. I'm hoping that he's a little bit ahead of that. I'm thinking maybe Gargano going for the IC Championship on Raw, or the US Championship on SmackDown would be fantastic. I think he would suit SmackDown better, but at the same time, I don't want to see him subject to the Road Dogg's poor booking, which is a situation that is going to definitely happen, isn't it? Let's face it. So yeah, that's the hope for Gargano and Ciampa. Like I said, with Gargano out the way, he can concentrate on being a mega heel against other people in NXT. And like I said, I think a run towards the NXT Championship would definitely be a good move for him. Definitely, I think. If Almas stays the champion, which I don't think is going to happen, but if Almas does stay the champion, it's a nice combination of styles, but both men come in as heels, so it doesn't really work out too well. But if Aleister Black wins the championship like I expect, and Cien Almas moves up to the main roster, then that gives us a nice match between Ciampa and Aleister Black. And my God, how amazing would Ciampa versus Aleister Black be? It would be an absolute masterclass of stiff strikes to start off with, wouldn't it, really? So Ciampa now rolling to the outside, trying to get a few seconds to recuperate, while Johnny was taunting the crowd, trying to get them behind him. Bad idea by him as Ciampa caught him out, and now Ciampa just spearing Johnny off the apron. Now, I don't think this is an arena where you can fight outside the ring. Well, you can fight outside the ring. I mean, fight outside the barricade. I'm sure we'll find out. Oh, a running knee strike there by Tommaso Ciampa on Johnny Gargano. But Gargano fighting back with a running... Was that an elbow or a knee of his own? And Ciampa now flattening Gargano. Very back and forth on the outside here. Either of these two men could get hit pretty hard. And it could greatly not only reduce the match, but also reduce their careers, really. It's one of those sort of ones landing in the wrong direction. No, we can fight on the outside. Nice. We're going there, baby. We're going deep, deep, deep. Oh. We're going shallower, shallower, shallower. Is Gargano waiting for Ciampa to come back out? No. Gargano decided he does not want to be out there. Gargano brought Ciampa back up, but Ciampa playing possum. Gargano trying to take Ciampa down, but Ciampa managed to roll him through. Only a 1 count though. Ciampa now taking Gargano up on the outside. Project Ciampa on the outside. Referee for the count. 1, 2, and goodbye, Johnny Gargano. According to WWE 2K18, Gargano will lose and be banned from NXT, which is exactly what I suggest will happen as well. I feel like Ciampa has got more that he can do in NXT, especially as come back from his injury as well. Whereas Gargano should be able to step straight up into the main roster now, and really with the crowd that he's built, he should be able to walk in quite easily, really, shouldn't he, really? But then again, the same thing happened with Bobby Roode. Look how much he slowed down his momentum when he moved up to SmackDown. Again, it's just poor writing on SmackDown at the moment has really halted quite a few of the stories and quite a few of the characters. Maybe they should be looking at that. Maybe instead of just promoting wrestlers after Mania, they should be looking at promoting some of the writers. Well, in my opinion anyway. But there you go. That is the end of the video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do slap a like and slap a subscribe if you're not already as well. We have got one more match left for you here this evening, and that is Andrade Cien Almas with Zelina Vega against Aleister Black for the NXT Championship, and it's coming up very, very soon for you, so keep an eye on the channel for that one. Of course, if you're subscribed with the little bell ticked, you'll get a notification when it's uploaded. I've been Ciampa Gamer, thank you very much for watching. I've said that already once, I'm sure I have, I don't know. Bye anyway, bye. That was terrible.